The first time I came to Sevilla was in 2003. I was a student. I came for one semester. Then I went back to the United States and came back in 2004. I heard about Sevilla and Andalucía when I was a young child. It was always my dream to come to Spain. And when I went to the university, my school had an exchange program that I was able to come to the University of Sevilla. I actually didn't have that much knowledge, but I am a big adventurer. I love seeing new people, new cultures, new things. So I really didn't study too much about Andalucía before I came, but I just knew it was a place for me and a new adventure. So I came with an open mind and I ended up falling in love with Sevilla. Okay, so after I went back in 2004, I always felt like I was a Sevillana. So it was always the goal to come back. So in 2011, I came back for 2 years as an English teacher. I ended up leaving for a relationship that didn't work out, but I went back to the United States and I started working at Harvard University as a project manager. I got my master's from Harvard, but I always felt like I was going to come back. I was going to find a way to come back. And when I met my husband today, I told him on our first date that I didn't want anything serious because I was moving back to Sevilla. And 7 years later, here we are. So my most recent time when I came back was 2022. We came in March of 2022, and now we've been here for 2.5 years. So many things. I think the quality of life is amazing here. The weather is beautiful. You can live outside. The cost of living is so much more effective than the United States. With me being an entrepreneur and a digital nomad, I get free healthcare here, which is amazing. The food is so good. The drinks, everything is just healthy and very tasty. I'm a big traveler. I've been to 70 countries and it's so much access to the other parts of the world. There's cheap travel close to so many European countries. And the people for me here just live a happier life. First, I'll do easy. So for easy, if you like warm weather, there's sun every day. Most of the year, the temperature is very adaptable. Again, the cost of living is great here. There's lots of foreigners, so even if you don't speak Spanish, you can usually find someone that speaks your language. There's people from England and all parts of the world here. And I think it's just beautiful. And like I said, close to the beach, close to other countries, and so it makes it easy to travel and live freely. The difficult part is being a foreigner, paper-wise, is not easy. It's a struggle sometimes for visas, opening bank accounts, finding an apartment without all of the papers. Things are slower here, so they take longer. The language, of course, if you don't speak the language, definitely takes some adapting to, and the accent. The accent is very distinct here in southern Spain. I think those are the main things, but to me, I see more better than difficult. So I am a business coach. I started being an entrepreneur in September of 2018, so almost 6 years. I started out as a virtual assistant, but quickly found that that wasn't my path. And so I got certified as a business life coach. And I have a community of entrepreneur women called Femprendedoras here in Sevilla. I launched that in January of 2020, right before the pandemic. So that was an interesting situation, but it's been a beautiful journey. Almost 5 years later, we're still going strong, and some of my closest friends here in Sevilla are in the community or helped me found the community when I started in that year, and stayed with me through the pandemic. And so my main purpose is to help women start and grow their business. So we have all different kinds of workshops. Some I lead, some are led by other speakers. And being an entrepreneur here isn't necessarily easy with the tax situation. So I'm just here to learn and support and help grow the women here in Andalucía. We have events in English and Spanish. And then in the afternoons, I work as a business coach with an American company. So there I work with people who are making 6 and 7 figures already in their business and help them grow and expand through systems and operations in their business. So fortunately, with the time difference in the United States, I'm able to do my project with the women's community here in the mornings. And then in the afternoons, I work for the American company. So it's a flexible schedule, and I really like it because I almost feel like the days are longer. I have time in the morning to do my morning routine, my coffee, my gym, and then in the afternoon, working with the business coaching. So it's a good balance, I think. It's a little bit difficult sometimes when it gets later into the evening, but I've adjusted now, so. Well, here the days are longer, so it doesn't get darker until like 10 p.m. So the day feels longer. So here I start my day much slower. I don't have to rush usually. I don't put any coaching calls before like 10 a.m. usually. So again, I have that time for myself, time to ease into the day. Sometimes I meet other digital nomad friends for coffee or breakfast. You know, I have time to take the dog for a walk, and it's just a lot slower. And then I come back and do the afternoon work. So I love when women get ahead, when women celebrate their wins, when I help women grow their businesses. It means a lot to me. You know, women were pushed down for so long and left behind, say. And so now we have rights, and I just love to see other women win. It's not about competition. You know, we have more than one photographer, more than one, you know, digital marketing person, and we all work together to refer each other, to get along, and to win. So every week we celebrate our wins on Fridays in the community of all the good things that are going on in our businesses. Andalucía allows me to have more freedom because I can work on my own business and my own project in the morning and still make a good income and work on the other project in the afternoon. So it allows me flexibility, which is very important, and also the ability to travel. So sometimes I'll travel on a Saturday to another country. Then I can go out in the country in the morning, see some sights, and then I come back at 2 o'clock to work for the afternoon. But it still allows me to have that freedom to travel and work at the same time. Having traveled to 70 countries in the world, Sevilla is the only city that I have felt like it's my home. It's the only place that I feel at ease. When I go away and I come back, I always feel like, oh, I'm home. I think I was a Sevillana in another lifetime. But the culture, the openness of the people, the weather is just very, in Spanish we say acogedor. It's very like welcoming and just allows me to be me 100% here in this city. I love exploring different coffee shops. I'm a big coffee fan. Spending time with friends, of course. I like to do yoga and be physically active. spend time with my dog and my husband, and travel, of course. I love everything that it has to offer. It's so unique, the buildings, the architecture, the Arab influence, the people, the life outside, and the friends of mine that are special and important to me, and my family away from my family, makes me not want to change a thing. I didn't know that much about Andalusians before living here, but we always see on TV big soccer fans, big football fans, which is very true. Just have seen them very open. They give the 2 kisses when you meet someone for the first time, which I think is very welcoming and a nice way to meet someone. So everything that I thought the people would be, they are now. Yes, absolutely. I mean, through the Femprendedoras women's community, of course, everyone is looking for support and ways to learn and connect with other people, because the truth is that working as a digital nomad or working for yourself can get very lonely. So that's why we have the in-person events and the co-working to help people connect and get to know each other. I like the historic culture, so the different events that are here, like the Feria, Las Cruces, Semana Santa. There's so many very unique, distinct, beautiful traditions that makes the culture so rich here. Just to even tapeo, like going out to eat tapas, having a beer, having a drink with friends outside. It's just so ingrained in the Andalusian culture because the weather is so beautiful, everything can be done outside. So I love this. Where I come from, it's very cloudy, cold, and so that doesn't allow that to happen. Yes, so traveling in Andalusia is very easy. The public transportation system is amazing. You can take a bus or a train to almost anywhere, including the beach. So I don't have a car. Everything here is walkable. And so I think going to Granada or Malaga is very easy. It's 2 or 3 hours in a car or train, and then you're there. So I think the public transportation system in Andalusia makes it easy to see different parts. My family, of course. I miss certain foods, but honestly, most things you can find here now. My friends, yeah, but that's really it. There isn't much that I miss other than the people and a couple of food items.